the storm, the tragedy of Delta Flight 191. The evening of August 2nd, 1985 loomed ominously over Dallas Josh at Fort Worth International Airport as thunderstorms gathered on the horizon. Delta Airlines Flight 191, a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, carrying 152 passengers and 11 crew members, approached from the southeast after a routine flight from Fort Lauderdale. Captain Edward Connors, 57, a veteran pilot with nearly 30,000 flight hours, monitored the building weather as First Officer Rudolph Price worked the radios with air traffic control. The crew knew about the thunderstorms near the airport. Such summer storms were common in Texas, but they had no way of anticipating the invisible killer lurking within those dark clouds. A microburst, an intense downward blast of wind that would turn their final approach into a fight for survival. At 6:03 p.m., as Flight 191 descended through 1,500 feet on its approach to runway 17L, the aircraft suddenly encountered a wall of wind shear. The headwind that had been helping slow the aircraft abruptly vanished, replaced by a violent downdraft that slammed the TriStar toward the ground. Captain Connors instinctively pushed the throttles forward to maximum power, his voice calm but urgent as he called out commands to his crew. The wind shear detection system blared its warning, "Wind shear! Wind shear!" But the massive aircraft was already caught in nature's vice. The downdraft exceeded the L-1011's climb capability, forcing the jet downward despite the crew's desperate efforts. Witnesses on the ground would later describe seeing the airliner emerge from the storm's base at an impossibly steep angle. Its nose pitched up while the aircraft sank rapidly toward the earth. The right wingtip struck a light pole near Texas State Highway 114, sending a shower of sparks into the gathering darkness. A split second later, the main landing gear tore through a car on the highway, killing the driver instantly. The TriStar then slammed into 2 water tanks near the airport perimeter, shearing off the left wing and igniting the fuel stored within. The fuselage skidded across an open field, breaking apart as it tumbled end over end, before coming to rest in a fiery heap just north of the runway threshold. The violence of the impact left no chance for survival. 137 people perished in the crash and subsequent fire, while 27 survived with severe injuries. The National Transportation Safety Board investigation revealed the horrifying power of the microburst that had doomed Flight 191. Doppler radar analysis showed wind velocities exceeding 80 knots in the downdraft, a force no commercial airliner could overcome at such low altitude. The accident exposed critical gaps in aviation safety. No effective wind shear detection systems existed at airports. Pilot training didn't adequately prepare crews for microburst recovery, and air traffic controllers lacked tools to warn aircraft about dangerous wind conditions. Most tragically, another aircraft had aborted its landing just minutes before Flight 191's approach due to severe wind shear. But this critical information wasn't relayed to Connors and his crew. In the years following the disaster, DFW Airport became the testing ground for revolutionary new weather radar systems. The crash of Delta 191 directly led to the development of Terminal Doppler Weather Radar, TDWR, and the implementation of predictive wind shear detection systems in cockpits. airlines completely revised their windshear training programs, teaching pilots to recognize microburst cues and execute immediate escape maneuvers. Today, every commercial pilot trains extensively on wind shear recovery in simulators, a direct legacy of the lessons learned from Flight 191. A quiet memorial near DFW's runway 17L now stands as a somber reminder of that stormy August evening. The names of those lost are etched in stone, their memory preserved in the safety protocols that have saved countless lives since. The tragedy of Delta 191 remains one of aviation's most important case studies, a stark demonstration of nature's power and humanity's ability to learn from catastrophe. Every time a modern airliner safely navigates stormy weather, it owes a debt to the hard lessons paid for in the wreckage of Flight 191.